Hey there, welcome back. Nick up here at Maple Motors in Hendersonville, Tennessee, and today's test drive is this 1989 IROC Camaro. This one's got the 5.0 under the hood. Looks like it's got power steering, power brakes, AC is hooked up. We'll be checking everything out on this ride so you know exactly what you're getting before you get here. Jump on over to maplemotors.com for finance and shipping. Of course, 100 detailed pictures, and of course, we also get like 15 cars a week. So be sure to check on Mondays at 11 to be first to see the update. With that being said, hit subscribe, share. That helps me out quite a bit. Sit back, relax. It's about that time. Let's go for a ride. And before we take off on any test drive, we'll look around the interior and check everything out. We're also going to be dropping the top on this one. The seats are in pretty good shape coming across the dash. It's not all cracked up. Looks pretty good. This one is showing 189,000 miles on it. Go ahead and start her up. Of course, the window's a little slow on the passenger side. We'll try the driver's side here. Same thing, about the same speed there. Radio working. AC kind of give her a second. Sounded like the compressor kicked on. It pulled down on the motor a little bit. Tilt column here. Place the bets. Do you think the horn works on this one? We'll be trying that out here in a second. Wipers do work. Tack coming up. Gas gauge is at quarter tank. And we'll be watching the temp gauge as we ride. We're also going to go straight to the gas station. That is not getting cold. It's fairly warm, so we'll just cut it off. It's already hot enough out here. Coming around in the back. So I've got my gear. You can look below in the description to see what I use. But the interior is in pretty good shape. The top here, seen better days. You've got some wear spots on the inside. You've got basically a hazy back window, just the age on the top there. And of course, we're going to be dropping that top, but did you place your bets on the horn? Let's try it out. Horn is not working on this one. All right, let's get this top down. Okay, so on this top, you just turn these levers. And then in the back, I noticed there is a cord. This is supposed to be over here, and I guarantee you the handle ended up messing up. But you grab that and you pull it, and it'll release the back portion of the top there. And you can see the top on this one before I let it down is weak. Went ahead and went over that before we dropped it. But you come on up with it. This whole portion here lifts up with the button in the center here. But the button in the center here is not working, so I'll see how they've done this. They've got this side hooked up, that side hooked up as well. I'm just going to pull it by the ends. I don't know how they were doing it before, but I know if you pull this side, it should release both sides for us. Let's try the way they're doing it. Oh, there we go. Okay, easy enough. Did you see that cord's supposed to be ran up into those triggers there, and then the button, since it gave out, I guess they've got it on this. Throw the seat back here, drop the top now all the way behind the seat. Got her down. Now it should just lay on top here. This is the first time I've messed with this top, so I'm learning it with you. All right, much better. Paint job on this one looks pretty sweet. Let's go ahead and hit the road. And now we're gonna find out how she runs and drives. Okay, got y'all set up on the head cam here. Now we're gonna take off. Let's go ahead and get buckled. Oh, back on up here. I did notice the temp gauge is coming up. Looks like it's around 160 now, so the oil pressure gauge is broke on here. It looks like it's at 100. Car is going straight as an arrow down the road, no issues there. The steering wheel here has got some dry rot on it. Hitting the brakes, pretty good. I mean, they feel good. Kick down's hooked up, shifted down. Speedometer seems pretty accurate. We are running about 50. Getting into the brakes again. They feel good. I mean, now we just need to go to the gas station and check this gas gauge out. Suspension's not bad on it either. Hit a few bumps in the road. Going over the bumps on the bridge up here, you can definitely tell. You can kind of listen for shakes, rattles, and anything that would be standing out with the suspension. Yeah, it's fairly smooth. Turn signals popping up on the dash. Let's go ahead and pull in here. I'm gonna put about $25 worth of premium fuel in this ride, and we'll keep rolling. I'll be right back. So gas gauge is below a quarter tank. Let's see if we can get it above half a tank. Okay, got almost $30 worth of gas in this one, so it should bring that gauge up. And you just put it in right over here on the side, on the driver's side. I bet that gauge works. I mean, it kind of seemed like it did. So let's jump in here and find out. Let's see if I can get y'all closer. So that's where it was when we pulled up. Now we're gonna turn it on. That's what I wanted, above half a tank. Good deal. Okay. Let's do it. Okay. All right, guys, we're getting ready to take off. Looks like I got you set up on the head cam. If you noticed, I've been using a lot of the head cam here lately. It makes it easier to get the videos done in a more fluid pattern. And it also, since it's so hot, I can roll down all the windows in a car and keep rolling. All right. Let's head on back to the lot now. Well, I just did the walk around too in the parking lot here. Found a nice little shade tree spot and walked around the whole ride and picked out chips, scratches, and flaws. So stick around to the end of the video and you can watch that. The steering wheel is not centered up on this one, but driving straight as an arrow. I want to make sure y'all are straight too. Yeah, y'all look pretty good. Good deal. Back in the brakes. I hear a little bit of a roaring noise when I hit the brakes, but it sounds like a tire rubbing or something. It's front right is what I'm hearing it from. You can actually hear it now. Plenty of pick up and go. What's cool is I got all convertibles to do today. I just need to line them up next to each other and take a good video of that. Throw it on TikTok or something. Guys, you can check us out on any of the platforms like Facebook, Snapchat, TikTok. You see behind the scenes really on Snapchat. Okay. Well, let's go ahead and get turned back around. We can drive through Brian's Motorsports. I'm sure he's got it all locked up here, but he's usually got stuff going on. He's usually got a lot of custom rides. That's what he does. He puts wheels, tires, parts, accessories, stereo systems, interiors. If you want your ride customized, check out briansmotorsports.com. He doesn't pay me to advertise for him. We are all family around here, and he's right next door to Maple Motors. It's also got a little barber shop while you wait. But yeah, check him out. I think you'll like it. He's got a whole showroom just full of wheels and tires, and it's custom stuff that you can't really get. See, he's got old Chevy sitting right there, aftermarket set of wheels. He's got a new one sitting over there with a lift he probably put on. All of these have aftermarket wheels. Brian's Motorsports. Check him out. It's a pretty cool little spot. All right, let's go ahead and get back to the lot, and then I'm gonna hit up the Rooster next door here, a Meat and 3 we got right next to Maple Motors. A lot of people will come down here and eat. I do recommend it. I will be back here in just a moment, picking out the flaws. Let's look around this ride. Old GTO sounded pretty good, didn't it? Good deal. Okay, here to pick out the flaws. We're gonna walk around this ride. Anything I can find, you'll know about it. Go to maplemotors.com, look at the 100 detailed pictures we provide to you. And let's get started. So coming up on this ride here, we're gonna go around the front end. You can see some of the striping, those stickers, the badging on that vinyl there is kind of just deteriorating. Looks a little rough around the edges there on that sticker, but then you get down to the bottom here and you got a few little scratches, probably some curb fillers there. Definitely on the nose there. Little spots there you can see. Blemishes at the bottom, coming back around the front end here. Little chips. Scuff here on the front end, a couple scuffs right there. Light spider webbing here on the nose. Chips over in the corner. Coming down the side, lower portion. Little bubble in the paint there, coming on up. Chip right here. Down at the bottom here. Just zooming in on all of this. Must be worth just taking those off. The scuff in the corner. Same thing on the back here. Chip there. Little spot here. Light scuff here. I can buff out. Another one here. Light scratches here on the door. They can buff out. I think that one can too. Touch up mark. Scuff up top here. Your pillar got some chips. Front windshield itself actually looks pretty good. I don't see any chips on this side. We'll be checking the driver's side here in just a second. Mirror's got a little spot there. You can see the cracks right here in the seal. Chip right there on top. Slight bubble. That's where the top's been laying down. I think a bird got us. A little hazy on the trunk lid, like it needs a buff job. Coming around on the back end, already popped the trunk, but it does not stay up by itself. Well, it does for a very short period of time. You got a chip there. I think the hydraulics are getting weak back here. Going ahead and lifting up on it. Well, it stayed up for a second when I first did it. You see these probably need to be replaced. The seal looks good. Looks pretty good down in there. Well, once you shut it, it sucks itself back down. That option's working. Coming down this side, lower portion first. Hazy little scuffs here on the side. Lower portion there, little scuffs here. Little chip there. So a chip there. At the bottom, touch-up mark. Hazy down this lower portion too. Spot there. Little touch-up mark. Chips here. making sure y'all can see this stuff too, and just, I know they're small, I'm just trying to go over everything here. There's a lot of little touch-ups. I'm sure it's been painted a while. That wind is feeling good today. I'm blessed for the wind right now. Little spots around the mirrors. Your pillar here has got some light scuffs. Little spot there, little light scuffs up here on your pillar. This side looks pretty good too. I don't really see any chips or cracks or scratches. Cool. We've made it around the ride. Let's go ahead and check out the interior, and then we'll get her started, listen to that motor, and get the hood down. So yeah, looking at the interior here, I got some stuff scattered. Got my phone with an extra battery pack there. You can see what I'm using to make these videos. I got a backpack full of stuff. You know, the interior back here is not in bad shape. It's not really tore up. It's just a little bit dirty, like it needs a little steam cleaning. The carpet there's a little bit older. You can see weak spots in it. Your door panel there, actually in pretty good shape. It does look like the inner part there has been taped up. The seal on the outside there is kind of crumbling a little bit. Bottom of the door. In your jamb. Scuffs down here at the bottom. Carpet's a little faded. Wonder if this works. It does. Up, down. Cool. All the controls are working. You do got a rip right here on the edge of your seat. A little wear there in the middle. It's like a spot here. On the passenger side, you get a little dirty spot there. But for the most part, it's actually in pretty good shape. The console here is not smashed in. It does open well and it holds itself up good. This one, that button is out. That usually pops this back top here. But they have set up their own little system. Oh, I gotta pull the handle. There's handles on both sides like that. I have to do it on the other side there. But you seen it at the beginning of the video, where they've got their own little system there, with the release mechanism here. And then I'll release this, so. Checking up on the dash here. Steering wheel definitely could use some help. It's got some issues at the top. You can see where it's kind of older. Sun beat. Got a crack right here. Gap there from the shifter. As far as our gauges, gas gauge works, battery gauge working, temp gauge is working, tack, speedo. It all seems like it's doing what it's supposed to. The only thing is the oil pressure gauge is broke and maxed all the way out. Your visors in here, they're okay. A little warped if anything. They actually curved to that, so Not too bad. Motor in this one's nice and quiet. You got some insulation hanging in the back here. The hood doesn't want to stay all the way up, but it does hold itself. I did notice when you come down, you're going to want to hold this. And then she's shut. Touch-up marks. A little wax there. There's a little wax up here too. Little chip there. Chip up here. Just really, really small stuff. I mean, overall, the car's got a really good look. It runs and drives good. It's got some small cosmetic issues, but I think it's a good driver here. A little more wax on this side needs to come off. Starting to come off. Chips on this side. Really small stuff. All right, guys. I do appreciate you watching. If you don't mind, hit subscribe, share this video. I'll keep making detailed walk-around videos, test drives for you. Do love doing this every day. Check out maplemotors.com. We got finance and shipping, 100 detailed pictures every Monday, 10 to 15 cars. I know 2 weeks ago we got like 12 cars out. Last week we got 10. Hopefully this week we get another 10 or 15. But we just keep pushing as long as we can get them done. Get these videos out to you. Finance and shipping, maplemotors.com. I'll see you in the next video. Later.